Hey guys, Jack on Wrist back with another video, and in today's video we're going to finish up doing reviews on all the watches, part of my $20 Walmart haul. I'll leave a link in the top right corner of the screen. But today we're going to take a look at the Casio W-217H, a really awesome negative display Casio. So here is the watch in question, the Casio W-217H, a really cool negative display Casio. And that's really, going into the specifications of this watch, that's really the main thing with it. It's going to be a very sleek, cool looking watch with that negative display, something that is not super common on Casios. I mean, you obviously see it a decent amount if you search for it, but not standard on a lot of these Casios. And I think it's a really cool feature. It really sets this watch apart from all your other Casios out there. It's really going to be, if you're looking at a bunch of your watches, this one's going to definitely stand out. And I think it's really cool. So if you're looking for that more sleek look, I would go in this direction, or at least start thinking negative display. You also have this black bezel around the screen. Really nice that they didn't do any real color here. I think a lot of times they like doing, on the F91W and in watches like that, you'll have like the water resistance and certain, like the alarm or whatever might be colorful with, yellow or red or blue. And, I'm glad they just kept it pretty low key here, pretty, under the radar sleek, because it just makes the watch look a little bit more clean. And, I'm going to use those terms, under the radar and sleek, pretty often in this video, because I think this watch really is that, really trying to be a Casio, but really not in your face about flashy steel or the, even the case. And we'll move on to the case here. It looks like it's obviously plastic. It's pretty much always plastic, but it's supposed to look like a metal, and it's supposed to look sort of like a brushed metal. It's not shiny like some of these other ones. Even the Casio A178 I did a review on, I'll link in the top right corner of the screen. That one is a very flashy and shiny Casio. So, again, just keeping in line with that under the radar sort of mentality of this watch. Looking to the back, it is obviously a stainless steel case back, quartz watch. Obviously, it's a digital display, and so there's gonna be a battery underneath there. And one thing that's really cool about it is obviously the resin band. Previously, for me, I had not had any watches with a resin band, so for me, this is something kind of new, really great for the summer. I know summer is kind of winding down right now, but really nice. You can sweat all over it, not really worry about it. Very light, very comfortable. And, if you're someone like myself who just previously didn't really deal with resin band watches, definitely I would start thinking in that direction. So, features-wise, you do have the light, as you can see there, a little orange light in the bottom left corner. And features-wise, you're pretty much getting standard stuff with Casio. You're getting the day of the week, the date, AM, PM indicator right there. You're missing a button here. Usually you will actually see 4 buttons. You're missing one, but really that's just sort of the changing of the time button. So you just set up the time and date and everything a little differently on this watch, but you're not really missing any features. Well, I shouldn't say that. You do actually miss one feature. You do have the alarm, stopwatch. You're missing a dual time though. You do not have any dual time or world time functionality. So just keep that in mind if you're someone who, that's really important to them. You might want to look in another direction here, but pretty standard stuff. 50 meters of water resistance, going to be pretty good. Not the best in the world, but also decent. So yeah, I mean, a pretty solid watch overall. And if you're looking for something in that negative display area, or just want something a little different, but still true to the core Casio, I would look in this direction. So what do you guys think about the Casio W-217H? For me, I think it's a great watch. I don't really need the dual time functionality, so I'm not really missing that. And I love the negative display. I gotta say, really cool, very under the radar. It makes it look very sleek on the wrist, especially with that resin band. It's so light and seamless. It's just a really cool watch in my opinion. And like I said, $15 to $20. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, that's Casio right there. You're not gonna be paying that much money for any Casio. And if you want something a little different, this is where I would maybe take a look. So that being said, please check out my Instagram @JackOnWrist for photos of all my watches. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe and leave a like or any comments you have down below. But that's pretty much it. So thank you, and please subscribe.